Moving on to something that you actually do know something about, because you just filmed the pilot for it, I believe,
yes.
The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
What is the Umbrella Academy? What are you doing in it?
Well, the Umbrella Academy is based on a really wonderful graphic novel written by Gerard Way, and I play the character of Vanya, and I don't think I can say too much about it, of course, but it's a wonderful group of people, fantastic cast.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige just signed on, which is so fantastic. So, yeah, I'm so excited. And then we go back soon and shoot the last 9 episodes, so.
And your character is also known as the White Violin, I believe.
Yes.
It's a good thing that you know how to play guitar now, because that's a stringed instrument.
It helps.
Violins are stringed
Violin
instruments.
Is so hard. I have so much respect for anyone who can play the violin.
Have you had to play a violin in the show?
I was taking some violin lessons, yes.
How'd that go?
Well, I can rock out a pretty good Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh, yeah?
So look out.
That's great, because we have a violin here.
Oh, God.
We don't have a violin here. Okay, I got
Look
that
out.
wrong.
A, E, E. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
This one comes from Chrissy. Do you have a favorite zombie movie?
28 Days Later.
What about 28 Days Later?
I just remember going to see it in high school, and it like really blew me away. And I think it was too one of the first like major motion pictures that was shot on digital. So that was kind of extraordinary to see, and what Danny Boyle did with that, and the performances were so strong. It's how we were introduced to Cillian Murphy. And,
Your Inception co-star.
My Inception co-star, yes. Fantastic actor. And again, I'd like to think similar to this one, just very psychological and dealing with a lot of different themes and ideas, yeah.
This one comes from Heather. Do you play video games a lot, considering you're in a few?
I'm only in one.
Yeah,
but,
Beyond
yeah,
Two Souls.
Beyond
yes.
Two Souls. I did so much when I was younger. Sega Genesis is probably my all-time fave, and PlayStation. And then I had PlayStation. My wife loves N64, and she loves Mario Party. So
yeah.
I play Mario Party with her.
Is that where you get to pick what character you want to be?
You pick what character you want to be, and then it's like you're going around like in a different environment, and then you play like all kinds of different games.
What character do you choose?
Yoshi.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. And Emma picks
Luigi. Yeah.
Both green. Interesting.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything.
Wow, I really just let you into the private life.
Whoa.
You just got a sneak peek.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being so vulnerable with me.
You're welcome.
This one comes from Grace. Do you now have a lot of dance parties at home? That's another question about your home life. We can skip that one if you want.
No, that one's fine. We dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. We dance.
I
had a green tea, and I just feel so hyper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Green tea does it for you?
Green tea, sometimes makes me more hyper than coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think that's about? If we have a doctor watching, we'd love to know why Ellen gets hyped up with green tea.
Or does anyone else have this experience?
Yeah, let us know what your green tea
Is it psychosomatic?
Yeah.
Is it,
Does it do nothing? We also want to know that.
And there's a specific green tea at a specific hotel that just makes me go crazy.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
Like in a good way or a bad way? Like
in a good
violently
way.
Crazy?
I'm just I have so much energy on green tea.
Okay, so this question comes from Elliot. If you were a zombie, what part of a human would you eat first?
Oh, good Lord, Elliot. What is going on in your mind, Elliot? What part of the human body? I think about this all the time.
So, what's going on in your mind?
Yeah. I don't really. I can think of some answers. I'm going to skip that one.
You're going to skip that one?
Sorry, Elliot.
He'll be fine. So this one is from Molly. I especially like you in Hard Candy. How do you think or expect or hope your audience to receive that movie? I guess, do people still bring that movie up to you, or is it still...
Yeah, people do, yeah. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was kind of... I guess the question is just like, looking back at, it was your first movie that kind of introduced you to
it was
mainstream
like my first
audiences.
American, sort of.
Pit Pony aside.
Pit Pony aside.
Yeah, Hard Candy was maybe what most people.
Yeah.
When you look back at that movie, what comes to mind now?
I feel so lucky that I got to do it, to be honest. Like, I was just, nobody really knew who I was. I sent a self-tape from Toronto, and I'm just really fortunate that David Slade believed in me and that, wanted me to be a part of it, because it was a really challenging role and basically a two-hander. And we shot it in 18 days, and it was just like a thrilling experience. And I think the level of, I think there's like so many conversations and things that Haley says that be really interesting for people to see, I think, right now. Yeah.
What movie is Juno still the movie that most people approach you?
Yes. That's the one. Yeah.
So, one interesting thing that I think some people know, but not maybe everyone doesn't. You and Drake were high school classmates, and I think you featured prominently in maybe his first tweet where he said that he was proud of you. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that, do the two of you keep in touch a lot now, or were you friends in high school, or kind of more just like classmates?
Yeah, we were more just classmates, so yeah. But yeah, no, we haven't really kept in touch, but that was nice of him for him to show that support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's doing some great things.
He's doing all right, yeah.
Yeah, that music video was crazy. Giving away $1 million, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This one comes from Jeremy. Can you drink orange juice after the amount you drank in Juno?
No, I couldn't tell you the last time I drank orange juice.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
We got a question.
God, I'm so vulnerable today.
Yeah. We know a lot about you. And thank you for sharing yourself with us.
You're welcome.
This one's from...
I'm being so annoying.
No, you're...
I've never been more annoying in an interview.
Really?
I think this is the one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that I brought that out of you.
I'm being facetious.
This one's from Tracy. You've been called brave for being so true to yourself. What advice do you have for people who are just starting to own who they really are?
I think be compassionate towards yourself, because I really understand how it can not be easy, even though now it feels like, what was I doing? I think don't be too hard on yourself. Maybe that sounds like a strange thing to say, but I think it's important to understand that things can be a process and a journey, and then and that being said, I think once you really do feel like you can confront that fear, it is the most powerful, amazing feeling. But I want to be mindful that a lot of people are in positions who don't really have the privilege, or if they are to do that, they can be in dangerous situations and environments. So, but yes, it's I guess, yeah. Don't be afraid. Yeah.
I know you're a voracious reader. What are you reading these days? Is there a certain book that's kind of captured your imagination?
Yeah, I just finished a book called, Grief is the Thing with Feathers, I believe is the title, by, I think his name's Max Porter, and they're turning it into a play. And, it was really quite a beautiful, interesting book, almost like written in prose from the perspective of a father, his sons, and a crow after the mother has died. Anyway, that was really beautiful. And also, I'm still thinking so much about the Rebecca Solnit book, The Mother of All Questions. I would highly recommend that, particularly right now. The Mother of All Questions. Yes, get it.
You've started producing more. You produced a movie featuring you and Kate Mara. Mm-hmm. Is working behind the scenes kind of something that's... Are we going to be talking to Ellen Page, director of blank movie, down the road, or do you see yourself kind of doing both simultaneously, like directing yourself in a movie perhaps?
I don't think I'd want to direct myself in a movie, just because I can think of actors that are I'd like, or friends who I'd love to direct and collaborate with and work with. I mean, I have nothing planned or nothing in the immediate future, but I do think about it often. I think like, yeah, and then I think like, dear Lord, no. So I go back and forth a little. Yeah.
What this question's from Susie. What is your favorite type of movie to star in?
My favorite type of movie to star in? Goodness, I don't know if I have one. I've had so much fun doing, making a movie like Inception or small independent film, or, something like this, or making Tallulah, or a movie like Super with James Gunn. Like, that was just like so fun and wild to get to do that. So I like different kinds and different genres for a variety of reasons. Yeah.
Well, we have to wrap things up really quickly,
Okay.
but I know today is the day before your birthday, right?
Yeah.
So we went out of our way to
Wow.
get you a birthday card.
Thank you so much. That's too sweet.
Happy birthday,
Should I
the
open
Cure.
it?
You
All
can,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Is it scary? Is something
No.
going to jump out at me? Huh, interesting.
Well, I know that you were writing a book that involved a lot of pun jokes, so
Oh,
Yeah, I
with Amy
thought that-
Simons.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we were writing a joke book together. I don't know what happened with that. Got to get back on that. I love that we were like, we're doing this joke book. Shake my hand like it's happening. And
well, happy birthday, Alan.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much for being here. Make sure,
sorry,
there's
I had green tea before.
That's okay. You know what? There's one important thing that I want to say about this movie, and this comes from my heart.
Oh.
IFC Films will release the horror thriller
Oh.
The Cured on VOD and in select theaters on February 23rd.
How dare you do that?
Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you. All right. Oh, we're still on.
Oh.